Hello, today I will be demonstrating our project Crowd-Powered Smart Complaint Management System for the course IT314 Software Engineering under the instructor Professor Saurabh Tiwari and our mentor Hetul Bhai. So our project, the Crowd-Powered Smart Complaint Management System, modernizes civic issue reporting by enabling quick submissions, AI-powered analysis and transparent tracking. Citizens submit complaints with an image and description, and the system, intelligently using AI, processes them to improve the prioritization and routing. The tech stack used is Django, PostgreSQL, and Redis for backend. For AI, we have used YOLO V8 Ultralytics, computer vision for road complaint severity analysis, LangChain for Gen AI orchestration, and Grok LLM for inference for severity, ETA, and suggest department. For front end, we have used React.js along with Tailwind CSS. So let me take you through our site. So this is the primary page that you will be landed on upon clicking the site. This is the home page for citizens, so even if you are not logged in, you can see the home page very clearly, but you cannot touch any of the functionality because you are not logged in. You cannot. So now we try to log in or sign up as according to our requirements. So as you can see, these are all the input fields required. We get an OTP to sign up. Upon entering the OTP, we are verified. We are redirected to home page with authorization for the citizen. Now we can report a complaint. We can upvote a complaint or downvote it, or we can report a complaint as fake if we feel that this complaint is not really placed. Also, we can see our profile and change the password using either having the current password or sending an OTP to our mail and then again doing the new password and confirm password stuff. We also have a notification, but as we just created our profile, we have no notifications. Similarly, for our my complaints, we don't have any complaints currently posted, so it will show none. As you can see, I had reported this complaint, so it got reported. Now let's see the raise complaint functionality. So let us take a complaint of contaminated water. Now suppose the user doesn't know the exact precise location of his area. Then if he has a GPS enabled device, then he will get his location directly from the GPS area. However, if you feel that the GPS location detected isn't where you want it to be, then you can also edit the address from here. For example, So currently it was showing 382.419 just because the API we are using is slightly older to get an open source one. Now here we have an option to select the department for which our complaint will be belonging. However, if we are unsure, then we can do it using the AI model provided. So I uploaded this image and the department is correctly going to water with 90% confidence, and because the confidence is above 50%, the suggestion is applied and we can see the department as set. However, if we feel that this is not the department where the complaint should be belonging, then we can change it manually. Now we also have given an option to submit this complaint anonymously to protect and preserve the privacy of the citizen. So let's tick that too. Upon submitting, we get a pop-up message, complaint submitted successfully, and the feed gets refreshed and we can see our complaint. So basically this feed is set such that the most recent complaints come on the top. We can upload our complaint, and now let's see how the government works here. So as you can see, the government authority when it logs in gets directly to its homepage where the complaints belonging to the department from which the government authority is from is automatically shown. That is, the feed of complaints that the government authority sees in his homepage will be of such complaints that the complaints belong to the department for which the government has registered himself or herself. So government here doesn't get any option to upvote the complaint or report the complaint. However, if someone has reported the complaint and he is a field worker, then the government employee will get a message to when he presses the button assigned to field worker. The complaint gets analyzed by the AI to decide how much time it will take to solve this issue. Then the government decides a field worker who is present in that area, selects him and assigns him this issue. As you can see, all the complaints that the government homepage had were only the ones who had not been assigned. So that after being assigned to a field worker, the complaint moves here. After being assigned to the field worker, the complaints now no longer are shown on the home page but are shown in the My Complaints page, where you can see this was the complaint that I posted, and we get the detail view that it is assigned to the water_FW that is field worker of a water, and the status is in progress. Now again, as a citizen, we can track that complaint. So as you can see, we have got the expected time now for our complaint that we had posted on the feed. Now I will show you what happens on the field worker side. As we had assigned the issue to this field worker, see, the field worker's home feed gets the list of all the complaints that are assigned to the field worker and has not yet been solved. The field worker, upon seeing the complaint, sees the issue, sees the address along with the image, and then goes to the site and does his method of solving the problem. After he has solved the problem, he can submit the work. Image if he wants, and then he can submit the resolution. Now the home page of field worker gets empty because all the complaints that he had been assigned have been resolved by him. But you can see those complaints here. The citizen now can has a notification here that a resolution has been submitted for your complaint. Please review within 3 days. So now the citizen has his own entire detail view. The citizen's detail view now gets an option to review and respond to the resolution. Upon clicking it, he gets the resolution submitted by the water contamination issue. Now, however, if you don't feel satisfied just by the text, and you can reject it. And click reject. We can see it again gets assigned to water. And the government authority can again assign it to the field worker, and the next time field worker can post a nice another resolution depending on the review posted by citizen. Now I will also show you the admin part. As we are using Django, we are using the default Django admin provided by Django. Here we can manage all the fields and models that we have created for our site. For example, here we get a list of entire complaints that were posted. Along here we can see the fields and even edit them as we have got the admin access. These are all the users. These are all the users that are using our platform. These are all the citizens. These are all the government authorities. And these are all the field workers present with us. We can also log out here. Thank you. So this was our site, and thank you for seeing this video. So this was our site, and thank you for seeing this video.